Let's look at our Raisin in the Sun essay. We're going to write this in the form of a letter to our future self. So the prompt says, relate the younger family's American dream to yours. How do you plan to live your best life? What happens if your dreams are deferred? And so I've given you some stuff that you can use or change. It's up to you. Dear, and then you put your name with a comma. And you leave this in the form of an outline for now. And so the lead is, I'm writing a letter to myself that I will open on, and you could say like December 1st, 2027. Harlem by renowned poet Langston Hughes poses an important question. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun explores the varied and distinctive dreams of three characters. Mama wants a home for her family. Walter Lee wants to open a liquor store with his business partners. Benitha wants to be a medical doctor, challenging gender stereotypes, religious expectations, and exploring her heritage. Just as the characters in the play each have their own dreams, so do I. I plan to live my best life by turning my dreams into goals in the areas of self, family, and home, education, job, and finances, and dreams, goals, and values. And then what you would do in body A is you would use the stuff that you put on your dream board or your vision board here. So in the areas of self, family, and home. So when you restate, you say, when exploring myself, my future family, and my home, I dream of the following things. And then you could talk about those here. Then you're going to cite a quote, and you might use a quote from A Raisin in the Sun. You might use a quote from Harlem, the Dream Deferred poem, or you could go to brainyquotes.com and look up the topic of self, family, or home. And then you explain the quote, but don't say this quote means. You do the same thing for body B in the area of education, job, finances. You're talking about what's on your dream board or your vision board, and then finding a quote and explaining the quote. And then your last body paragraph is dreams, goals, and values. And then your conclusion, you would refer to the lead. So you would talk about what happens to a dream deferred again. You might pull out like a couple lines from that, something like that. Um, you restate the thesis, and you don't need your divisions of proof or your reasons. So just say, I hope to live my best life, and then challenge the reader. So you'd say something like, it's important to answer Langston Hughes' poignant question, what happens if my dreams are deferred? Well, if the things I want most in life are not realized by the time I hope they are, I will. What will you do? Will you give up? Will you push harder? What will you do? I encourage my friends to also find a way to live their best life, something like that. Always remember to live your best life and then sign your name. So this is a letter to yourself, and it's all about what's in your on your dream board or your vision board. So don't overthink it. The hardest part will be choosing a quote, but I'll try to add some helps on this paper. Good luck. You have 2 days to get this done. Thank you.